going on, guys? Snake Eyes here, playing some more Dark Souls 2, and in this video we're going to be doing a weapon showcase, and the weapon we're going to be showcasing today is Eleum Loyce. Now if you don't know how to get this weapon, keep in mind that you need the third DLC, Crown of the Ivory King, to get it. Once you have the DLC, all you need to do is get the Soul of Alsana and trade it to Weaponsmith Ornifex. But that's pretty much all you have to do to get this weapon. Now we're going to go into the details of it. Since then, I've upgraded mine to +5, so my base damage is at 165, and I also get 60 points in bleed. It has 110 in the counter strength. It does 20 poise damage per hit. It has 55 durability, and it weighs 3.5 pounds. The requirements for this weapon is that you need 18 strength and 27 dex, and it gets an E scaling in strength and an S scaling in dex. Now the major con that this weapon has going for it is that it is extremely difficult to get. You basically have to go to the Chaos area in the Crown of the Ivory King DLC and farm for 50 Loyce souls before you can actually get to the passageway or clear the passageway to get to Alsana. That alone can be pretty much a job, and it's really difficult to get. My drop rate was very poor, and I spent a very long time. That's actually going to play a factor in one of the things that I want to explain more towards the end of the video. But the major pro that this weapon has going for it, and this is actually debatable depending on which way you look at it, is that this weapon has healing properties. Now you can use the special attack to either heal your ally phantoms, or you can use it to hit enemy phantoms, which will take damage from them and give you a little bit of health in return. And another pro that goes hand in hand with that is that this weapon's strong attacks can actually go through shields. So if you have somebody who's turtling, you definitely can still spam that attack and essentially just drain health from them. Keep in mind that every single time you do the strong attack or the special attack, you take 10 durability off the weapon, so I definitely recommend using either a bracing knuckle ring or repair powders. But this segues into a question that I've been wanting to ask ever since the DLC came out, and that is, do you think this weapon is fair in PvP? Now when I say PvP, I mean just a straight up 1 versus 1 fight. Do you think it's fair for somebody to use the strong attack on you and gain some health? Now typically the community has actually been pretty split on exactly what is, and that's quote unquote honorable in PvP. Usually everybody kind of agrees that there should be no healing in a 1 versus 1 fight. So what do you think about having a weapon that can actually heal you and still do damage to your opponent? Do you think that's fair? Do you think that's probably a weapon that should have never been introduced? Let me know what you think. I personally am really split on this. I feel like if somebody brought the weapon in from the start of the fight and planned to use it through the entire fight, if they land a special attack on me, then it doesn't matter. I feel like it's kind of fair, only for the simple fact that that's the weapon they started off with. Now if it's the same guy and he starts off with the greatsword and is losing the fight, if he switches to this weapon for the sole purpose of healing, then at that point I feel like it might be kind of an asshole thing to do. Like I said, I'm very split. I really don't know what to think. I'm actually very interested in what you guys think. Now I actually sat down and thought, is this weapon worth the farming that you have to do for it? And in all honesty, if you don't have to have this weapon, then it's not. There are weapons in the same class category that are a lot easier to get and just as effective, and also come with special attacks that I feel like maybe you should kind of go with. One of them right now is actually the Spider Fang, which is actually a really good weapon, and I have done a weapon showcase for that, so you guys can check it out if you want. I'll leave a link in the description and an annotation on the video, so that way if you guys want to click on that, you can go ahead and do it. But for the most part, this weapon, in all honesty, if you went to that area and you're not getting Loyce souls at least 1 every 10 minutes, then farming for 50 of them really isn't worth it. Also, this weapon very much caters to dex build people, so if you're not even a dex build, then you probably shouldn't even be looking at this weapon as a contender. I would definitely look at like the Red Rust Scimitar, I think that's what it is. That's definitely more towards strength, or any other strength falchion or curved sword or whatever. It's been a while, so I'm actually kind of rusty on knowing the weapons and all that, but that's besides the point. Something you can try, and it's really something that I haven't tested yet, so I really don't know if it works, but if you don't want to farm for the souls, then you can actually maybe try this, and that's at the balcony that you can actually stand on where you can talk to her. If you arc your arrows a little bit above her head, then you can actually hit her. Whether or not you can actually kill her and get the soul, I still don't know, and I've looked online and people really haven't said for sure if you can do that, but that's something that you can try if you really don't care about her living or dying. And if you do test it, let me know if it works, because that's something that I'm pretty curious about. But for the most part, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm definitely going to be trying to do these weapon showcases a little bit more. I haven't forgot about them. It's just that I haven't had the time to really do them. Hopefully I'm going to try to do one at least once a week. But like I said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, take care.